Guys, I'll just be with you in a second. I'm looking for something. I put something somewhere and I can't seem to find it. Where the heck am I doing? I'm the worst for putting things in places and then I don't know where I've shoved them. Hold on just a second. I'm still here, I'm just looking for something. This is a nightmare. Just where the heck did I put this? Just give me a wee second. Wait. Look. Let's put this here. Okay. I bet you I can't find it. I'm going to order and I bet you £1,000,000 I'll find it and I'll be peeved off with myself. Wait now. No, it's not it. I'll be peeved off with myself, because, I know exactly, that I had this thing. Oh, found it. Good. Staring me right in the face. Some bloody heavy tablets. Count them all. Alright. I'm so annoyed at the doctor. 2 days in a row I've been phoning for an appointment. They said they call back yesterday, nothing. Call back today, the doctor's not in. The snitches and that's a joke. So the reason I'm making this video is today I kind of went off, right? I mean, I never really kind of had the right to, but so I apologise for that. But what I'm not going to apologise is for trolls coming into the chat and slagging off people, the first thing they said was about a friend of mine, and I could do class as a friend who I do the live stream with, calling her horrible names, which I'm not going to repeat. And oh wait, I got a picture sent to me. I wonder what that's about. Hold on a minute to see what it is. Suitor kind of pursuing me. Um, so yeah. Anyway, what I'm not going to apologise for is trolls popping into like the live chat and like uh, calling like someone a class as a friend a horrible name. I'm not going to put up with that because this person's really, really nice and oh my god, stop messaging me. I'm not going to apologize because like this person's really, really nice and she would have my back if the way was the other way around. So like, how dare like it chat trolls from I don't know where they've like sent from, so I can't specifically say where, but I've got like the name and stuff like that. So I'll be looking at different channels, and if I see this name, I'll know exactly where this troll came from. Then they took it upon themselves to call me of all people, a slag. I'm the furthest thing you could get from that. I haven't had a relationship in years, and it's not through not having people, like pursue you or anything like that. Because, like, as I says, I know I'm not like the dog's dinner. It's through choice, and it's. Do you want to know why it's through choice? Because a few years ago I got raped, so that affected my relationship with men. So to call me a slag and to and to say something like that, that's extremely hurtful. The reason like I made the live is because like when I lost my twin sister, like many people says to me like take your time off of YouTube and like have a break and stuff. And maybe I said it in the wrong way, but like that was just my advice, because like your mental health is the most important thing in the world. And like when you're not in a mentally good frame of mind, especially after a death, like that's the best thing you can do is like just take time for yourself, take time to grieve, and take like that break. That was what I was meaning to say, and if it came across wrong, I am so sorry. Um, but if that's someone's way to grieve, then so be it. But the advice that I got was to stay off of YouTube because it wasn't making things any better, and that was true. That was so true. Um, but to then go from that to like slagging off my country, slagging off friends, then calling friends horrible names, and then to like call me names that they know would trigger me, because it's not like I've hidden it. I've done a whole story on my YouTube about the time, like, and to be cautious about like things, being alone and stuff like that. We men. I done a whole story about like the rape and stuff, and so it was so to call me that like was below the belt, and yeah, I do think it was to trigger me. I really do. I get my blanket. It's getting cold. how can you call like a rape victim like a slag? You know, was it, were you meaning to say like what was it? Are you trying to say like it was my fault? It was my fault that that happened to me. Now, someone left like a comment. I done a post, and someone left a really great comment. It says like, take the post down because all it is feeding the trolls. And that was some brilliant advice because they were absolutely right. You know, all you're doing is like feeding the trolls um and feeding the drama. You know, like there's enough drama in this community without like some rando that thinks they're a big mouth, you know what I mean? Like, um, God, hold on now. I have to answer. There's enough like aggravation in this community without like adding more to it, and I don't want to add more to it. I stepped away from it, hence why I stopped doing the videos. Go and all the girls go and all the girls. I'm not even joking you. Like I said this to him yesterday. Like all the girls like fancied this boy. All of them fans like they had a big massive crush on this boy. He was very handsome and I was a couple of years younger than him, so like I never obviously thought like like being like a wee tween, you know, like I'd ever have a shot. And lo and behold, like a few years later, you know, like we kind of had a date at and then after that I moved, so and then a couple of weeks ago, I got a message through Facebook saying, "Oh my God, like I hadn't seen you for ages and stuff like that." You know, like and he's been all flirty and stuff like that. You know, and I had to like say to him like, I'd like to be friends and stuff like that, but like even though he's super handsome and stuff like that, and every girl in school and whatnot like wanted to date with this guy, I had to be honest and say like because of like my past, I really I can't get into a relationship because like men scare me. They truly do. They scare me. I can't even have a male doctor because like what happened with me was so horrific. Um. Uh, when you're being called like names like things like slags and stuff like that, it triggers you as a rape victim because like that's the furthest thing than what you are, you know, like you're not that. So if anybody is like sending over their trolls like to spy or anything like that to find out what's been said, like don't send them over and say things like that. Like you could at least like say like stop speaking about like this, that, or the other, you know. You don't have to like send people over and start calling other YouTubers names and start like um calling myself names, insulting my country, and yeah, that's hurtful. But if like maybe my advice like came across all wrong. That's I wasn't meaning it to sound like that. Always meaning it to sound like was. And I'm not talking about any particular person here. It's like if YouTube's like if you've got strife in your family or something's like wrong or whatever, like take a break off of YouTube because like it can be so addictive to jump on here and tell everybody your problems, you know. I mean, like, see the amount of like threats that I get on YouTube because of some of the stuff that I talk to. I get death threats on here. Death threats because of I talk about certain subjects. Um, Death threats like I fear for my life, you know. But it doesn't mean to say I'm going to stop talking about them. Um, because like certain things need to be spoken about. But yeah, I'm a big enough girl to apologize. Like if I've said something wrong, but I'm not apologizing. I am definitely not apologizing for someone being horrible to jump onto a channel, my channel, and just say some of the most horrendous things that you can say. I mean, just because like someone's different from you doesn't speak the same way as you, maybe like does some stuff you don't approve of, doesn't mean give you the right to like presume that you know that person or to call them names, you know. And whether it be Joe Blogs or another YouTuber or especially ones like who I've become friends with. You know, I'm going to stick up for them. I'm going to stick up for them. There's YouTubers still like that we don't speak anymore. I will, even though like that we haven't spoken, I will still stick up for that person. It's like say I'll use an example. Well, like use Michelle. Like it breaks my heart, you know, and I would love to like get back in touch and that again. But it breaks my heart when I hear like people seeing people's live comments calling her crazy and stuff like that. She's one of the most smartest. She's one of the most articulate. She's definitely not a sugar, and she's extremely like well educated. Um, like it blows my mind. Like how like doesn't blow my mind like but it yeah in a way it does like how smart this girl is, you know. And she's one of these people that she's like, she'll ride or die for her friends. She will. And and don't underestimate her. Don't underestimate her. And don't underestimate myself either, because if you think like that, just like calling us names and thinking like that, oh, we'll just sit there and take it. No. Do you seriously think like that none of us have done our homework and we know who people are and stuff like that? Of course we do. But we're not the sort of people to dox people. We're not the sort of people that would ruin someone's life. We're none of that. People tried to ruin my life, like when, like they tried to contact my cat. In fact, they didn't even try to. They contacted my children. My children aren't on YouTube. And what got to me about that was is I saw other YouTubers saying like don't contact my children, but then they had the absolute audacity to like go and do it to me, which was so hypocritical and so two-faced, so sneaky. But like if that's like the attitude and that's the route that you want to go down, like that's on you, you know, that's not on me. I wouldn't do that to you. I would never do that to you. You know, like kids are off bound. That's why, like, uh, if we're talking about the Markles, like I would stay away from their children. The children are off bound. You know, like they've never. These are innocent children. Like even if they're adults, innocent children do not deserve to be scrutinized. They don't deserve to be anything. They're innocent, absolutely innocent. And for the people like that went after, even like say Fiona's daughter and stuff like that, shame on you, absolutely shame on you, because like that she's not on YouTube, she's not on anything like that. Yet you chose to like pick on a young girl, you know, and that is shameful. Absolutely shame on you. But then it like and then on the same like turn, like it angers me, but I don't watch enough of their videos or anything like that. But ones that I do see, like that blame like Michelle being like a sugar, you know, like do you honestly think like do you truly believe that she's a sugar? Like I've known Michelle now for years. She's the furthest thing from a sugar you can get. She despises these people as much as we do. She despises them. Like I don't want to get into her business as to why like she does what she does, but I understand it because like when you're seeing like people it all like I'll tell you how it all like kind of started. This is how it all started. It all started by a YouTuber named Glinda, who invited us on to a live, and we all had like this bad feeling, like that this was a setup, you know, that she'd something set up so she could like boost her views. Give Michelle her due. She had the balls to go on. None of the rest of us we're not playing this game. But Michelle had the balls to go on, and they berated her. They absolutely berated her. And in the comments, like they were nasty. They were calling her crazy, things like that. Something that she certainly is not. She is not crazy. And so when Michelle goes off, all of a sudden, who comes in? All of a sudden, on the sidelines, you know, who's waiting in the wings? Everybody who's been literally bullying, like the people that she had invited on. So her tactic was to invite us on, and then have us like have the bullies then join in as well. And yeah, it would have probably got our views and stuff like that. But people like me who have like PTSD, who suffer from severe anxiety, you might not think it because of the way I speak and stuff like that. But I'm not speaking to someone directly here. But yeah, I suffer from anxiety. Uh, Unless you come from my kids or my friends and that, like yeah, I'm a quiet dormouse, you know. But like yes, so she started this, and then she had the audacity to go like crying like a little victim when it didn't work. You know, like when we fought back. And then all of a sudden like lives and that are being made, and because like Michelle had went on, she seemed to have been their main bloody target. Now what you've got to realize about Michelle is like she's no pushover. She isn't a pushover. She knows stuff about people, and I'm not lying about this. She knows stuff about people like we do, like we know certain stuff about people that could destroy them. But why do that? What would be the gain in that, you know? Nothing, absolutely nothing. um it would just make you look as bad as them. So she has her little digs and stuff like that, and like I know it gets up. But another thing that like really it got to me is like um I thought like they made out like Michelle brought Fiona on her channel, and like it looked as though the beef had been squashed. It had been squashed, and like she's like, if things were said like, "Oh, I really like you," and things like that. Then the next day, because her subscribers weren't happy with her, she's turned around and she's like, "Yeah, I can't stand Michelle," and a load of derogatory things about her, just to pander to subscribers, because like if she was a truthful sell, like she'd probably lose subscribers. And at the end of the day, if any of you guys really got to know Michelle, yous would love her. Yous really would. She's so funny. She really is. She's one of the funniest people like you'll ever meet. And I'll always, always, always have her back. Always have her back. Even in people like I've had other live streams with, I've always said how nice that she is. She really is. I have live streams with people, and like I'll say if they don't like someone, I'll say like we'll do the live stream, but as long as we don't mention such a certain person, because like I really like this person, and I don't want to hear their name being dragged through the mud, because I won't take part in it. I won't take part in it. Because there's people like that I think the world of, and like there's people that obviously don't think the world of these people, but I'm not going to like throw my friend under a bus just to like just for a few views. Absolutely not. No way. I'm not that kind of friend. If I'm your friend, I'm your friend for life, and I will ride or die for you. But like that's what I was trying to say, was just, just have a little break, like, because that was the advice given to me, and it really helped me. It really, really did. And then the live stream totally changed from that to a French guy coming on and uh, uh, saying that he knew someone from my hometown, and I was trying to speak a little bit of French to him, unlike Meghan Markle, who knows not one iota of French. But um, and then all that changed to some rando coming in and spamming the comments with the most nastiest, vilest, toxic comments ever. I'm thinking, who the hell is this person? Like you're slagging off like another YouTuber. You're calling me these names. She said a whole lot of other rubbish, and I'm saying to her, who sent you? And she's like, eh, I'm not. She said something to the lines like, well, I'm not going to tell you that. So obviously somebody did send her. So whoever it was, it just says like, instead of sending like one of your subscribers, your trolls, just open up and say, yeah, it was me. Because if I'd sent someone over to a live stream and they'd said these horrible things and stuff like that, I'll own up to it. I'll say, yeah, it was me. I don't like you. So what? You know, it's not like it's no water off a duck's ass. You know what I mean? Like that. And I'm sure like the subscribers have noticed that like there's like split groups in the Mexican community. There's like the smaller creators who seem to get like picked on the most because we have the least subscribers. So like when you have like less subscribers, like and sometimes they're the same subscribers, like they're not going to fight, and I wouldn't expect them to fight battles for you. But when you've got like sycophantic fans with larger channels, and I'm not talking about like the really big channels who stay out of everybody's business, I'm talking about like the kind of mediocre channels, the middle channels, I'll say. Like, it's not just them that you're fighting. It's like they're they're fans, they're zombie fans that are like that come after you as well. Like, I've had threads and threads and threads and threads made about me on X. It, and what you just don't realize, like that happened when my sister had just died, and and they knew that, and they just couldn't leave it alone. Hi, Lee. I think people should get the idea of the same kind of community and just, yeah, exactly. Oh, did I move your comment, Lee? Oh, Lee, comment again because I lost your moderator. I accidentally, like, thingied your moderator thing. Can you just comment and say hi? I'm such a bloomin' idiot. Uh, oh, there she is. Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lee. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking this is StreamYard where you can put comments up. Yeah, Lee says, I think people should just forget the idea of some kind of community and just say, yeah, there is. Oh, she. I'm so sorry, Lee. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you're a she. I know you're a she. Like, Lee is gonna like Lee. I've got like the subscribers like that I have that have been with me from the start. Lee's like one of them, and she's one of the loveliest people ever. Hence why. Hold on. Wait now. Why you not a moderator on these comments? But soon you're a moderator on video ones. Oh, there it is. Oh, uh, add this moderator. I'll make you a manager moderator. That way you can kick people out now and ban them. You've got the power. You've got the power. You've got the power of God on your side. I'm not trying to trans you up, I promise you. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, I'm keeping you as a she. um, but yeah, like as I was saying, like the community is completely fractured, and it's a shame that like a lot of the smaller creators, like they're the ones that get the brunt of the bullying. It really is, because like we don't have the numbers, for people to like stick up for us. We don't, and we have to do it ourselves, and it's really really hard. It really is, and it sometimes can be so demoralizing, and especially like as I said, when it happened to me, like I'm not just dealing with like bullying on here. I'm dealing with like I'm dealing with like like I'm dealing with like losing, like it's like you losing a best friend. I'm dealing with losing my twin sister. Um, Fighting on both fronts, and that's like all my life was saying today was like the advice that I was given was to stay off YouTube for a while and get my mental health and things ready, and to be, because I wasn't, I was just going off and stuff like that. I wasn't mentally prepared, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind to be doing YouTube. I was arguing with everybody because I was angry at the world, you know. I was angry, why does, I mean, I'm a Christian, and I was angry. I was even angry at God, you know. I was like, why did, but I understand now, that when it's somebody's time to go, it's their time to go. But I was so angry that, why did it have to be my sister, you know? Why couldn't it have been but it's some 100-year-old, but that 100-year-old got, obviously, as well, got family that loves them, you know. So you shouldn't wish death on anybody, you know. I think, it's just when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, isn't it? So that was my advice, today. And if it came across wrong, I am truly, truly sorry. I just want people to, look after their mental health and their well-being. Um, but, don't send trolls to the channel to, start calling people names, you know. Don't start sending people to the channel calling people disgusting names, especially when it's some they're calling people names, a woman of color, and you're calling them names, you know. That's, to me, that's the epitome of bloody racism, and there is no need for that. like um and then to then call a rape victim a slag, you know. Yous knew exactly what yous were doing. Yous knew the trigger words to use. And yeah, you angered me. You angered me. So I put up a post, and I'm glad someone told me to take it down, because I was angry. I was angry, and it showed in that post. And all it done was feed that troll, and it showed that troll that they bothered me. And yeah, you did bother me, but not in the way that you think you did. You bothered me because you were not only victim shaming, you were being racist, and you were being what I would say, the worst of humanity. And if that's a community that does things like that, you know, if that's the split away community that thinks that that's acceptable, I don't want any part of that. I really don't. I really don't. Um, I believe all humans are created equally. My mum used to say to me, if when you cut us all, we all bleed the same color. In Scotland, we were never taught, you never noticed anything like skin color or anything like that, you know. We were all Scottish, and we were all human beings. But to bring especially at this present time in Dale, you know, where the scandal of the grooming gangs and stuff like that is happening, to to shame someone, as if it's like calling someone that when something like that has happened to them, it is victim blaming. like they asked for it. I didn't ask for it. And I'm not gonna go into my story at the moment, but I certainly didn't want it to happen to me. And people also cannot change the color of their skin. People can't change. These are, what do they call it? There's a word there. There's a word. I'm trying. My mind is like losing itself right now. It's It's not attributes that people can't change it. Yeah, is it that? I don't know. It's things like um yeah, it's attributes that people can't change about themselves. It's like you can't change the fact um like you can't change your race. Yeah, you can change your religion. You can't change your sex, and I can now say that because of the Supreme Court ruling. You can't. You can't. There's just things you can't change about yourself, and like to use that against people is despicable. It's absolutely despicable, and then the fact like that, like if these are if this is like subscribers that people have got and they're proud of them, yeah, I wouldn't be. I certainly wouldn't be. And then the smaller creators, like the smaller creators are these are the ones, the people who are struggling. Like we make like I'm not like begging or anything, but I'm just telling you like the story here. Like small creators make no money whatsoever. Like, do you know I tried to like monetize my channel, and I tried to do it, and I'd already been demonetized. It's like demonetized. I haven't even tried to monetize my channel, but it's because of the subjects that I speak about. So I speak about these subjects, get death threats, and to boot, I got demonetized. So, like, and then I'm thinking, why? Like, all I'm doing is like talking about things that are true. I'm calling out say like these poor girls and how like their lives are ruined because of like what's happening to them and things like that. I mean, like, it happened to me once, it happened to these girls hundreds of times, like, and, yeah, I got cancelled, like, for YouTube through that, so, it, I don't know, but, like, don't get it through you. Do you want me to tell you, like, I can tell you how much, like, these people make. See, for every 1,000 views, like, it's about 100 quid they make. So it annoys me when I see like the begging about, oh, coffee fund, coffee fund, coffee fund, coffee fund. When these people, if you're making like what 100,000 views, you are making thousands of pounds a month, thousands of pounds a month. Um, People could only dream of making that kind of money. And then to have the audacity to like, oh, send money to my coffee fund or join my membership or buy my merch and something. Like, do you not think like you've got enough there? You know, do you not think like that's maybe enough, or maybe it's not? Like maybe it's not, but like don't let people fool you into thinking like, oh, like I've started a GoFundMe because I can't afford to like pay for my pet and stuff like that. Yeah, you can. You're making thousands of pounds a month. Of course you can. It's people that are on like working class people that these are the people that can't afford to like go to the vet and fix their animals. Not the likes of you. So yeah, so like and then when you try and make like a bit of money off of YouTube and you think, oh, I'll try and make a coffee fund or whatever. Yeah, you're nothing but a grifter. So you can't win bar losing by these people. You cannot win. It's like they're scared that you're stealing a pound off them or something like that. It, so I just think, well, what's the point? What is the point of even any of it? None, none. There's no point of it. So I'll just make my little videos and like see what I've got to say and be done with that. And then that way they can't say anything. They cannot say anything. But I'm not going to shut up. That's one thing like they'll never be able to make me do is shut up because like I made my channel because of bullying, and it just so happened like, hi Dilligath. I'm just saying like I made my channel because of bullying, and it's just sad that it was due to the sugars, and it's just sad that the bullying now isn't because of the sugars. It's now stemming from our own community. But I suppose that's life. And you also have to remember as well, like, do you honestly think like these are these people's real characters in life? No, of course it's not. Like everyone plays like a character on YouTube. They all want to go, oh hi there, like welcome to my channel. Like it's so nice to have you back and wah 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 wah. Like yeah, I just can't do that. I can't keep up the false pretenses. Like so, I tried it to begin with, and I just felt so fake. I felt so fake. This is what you get of them. Hi there, welcome to my channel. And today's sponsor. They've all got the same sponsors, by the way. This stupid game, if you've noticed that. Something called Vera's, like, mystery game or something. I can't remember what it is. And my sponsor. And if you click on the link, I'll get a small. They don't tell you this much, but if you click on the link and download this game, it's so fun. But what I'm not going to tell you is that I get a 10% commission every time you click on this link. And then they'll go on about their video, and then at the end it'll be like, oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon. It's only $5 a month. And don't forget to donate to my coffee fund. And I'm thinking to myself, you're making thousands a month on YouTube. What the fuck do you need a coffee fund for? It's oh dear. There's some great channels, like, there is some great ones who do, like, use their coffee fund money to, like, they give it to, like, charities and stuff like that. I think, like, two are, like, the Sidley twins, they do that. They give it to, like, dog rescues. But, the rest of them, no. Then you'll be like, oh, I just got a nice new car. And you're like, but it's second hand. And you're looking at it and you're like, bitch, that's not a second hand car. Like, I just saw that model, like, as I was driving by the car place. It's not a second-hand car. Who are you trying to fool? But it's so like oh god, like it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But here I go again. Like shouldn't be lowering myself down to this level. I shouldn't be lowering myself. See for like the comedy, like the comedy that I'm like putting out here right now. Like I should be getting donations to my PayPal. Send me £2. I need a Jerry coffee. I've ran out. Oh dear. Now, and people are like strapped as well for cash at this time and moment. Like, it's unfair, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, it feels a bit like begging to me, to be honest. And I won't lie, like I've had subscribers like when I've been in dire straits, and I'm not, and truly have been in dire straits. Subscribers have been kind enough to help me out, and like I'll never be able to thank them enough for that. Um, but the difference is like I don't make thousands on YouTube a month. I don't. I make nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I'm still not gonna lower myself like to like beg for money. Of course, yeah, there's a difference between begging and asking. Um, but in a way, I don't know about that. Like because like when you're making like thousands a month, isn't like then like touting for you to like download sponsorship games, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, like how sponsorship works. What happens is a sponsor will approach you, right, and they'll say if you put this on your channel, and then people download it from your channel, and they'll all say and use the code blah de blah. Okay, so we'll use my name, use the code a Scottish View. Okay, and you will get 10 free coins. But what they don't tell you, and they're supposed to, is that they receive 10% commission. So when you're buying that game, 10% of that money isn't going to that company. It's going into their bank account. Do you honestly think like all these like YouTubers that do sponsorships would do it like out of the goodness of their heart? Hell no. Hell no. They do it because it like makes them even more money. Even more money. I mean like I got offered a sponsorship for what the hell was it again? It was for like this little needle thing, like it was like a push thing because and you pushed it into your skin, and it was meant to like boost collagen into your skin. But like I was like, no, I can't recommend that to people because like what happens if like someone like takes a reaction to that, or if you know what I mean, like if someone like gets ill from that, like that will make me liable. Plus, like uh, people in Britain and stuff like that, we don't have money anymore. Like so, you're asking me to like ask them to pay 50 quid for 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 a plastic piece of plastic with some needles in it. Um, so yeah, pass, absolutely pass. And like they were offering me like it was like £600 to do this sponsored post, and no, like because like it's not even just the fact of being liable if something goes wrong. It's the fact like that people don't have that kind of money. People don't have £600 to pay for a stupid like machine that's probably made in China that cost about like $2 to make. And then like me sitting there like lying about a machine that's meant to like get rid of wrinkles when I know that's a lie. I do makeup and stuff like that. I know it's a lie. Um and taking 10% like in their money. Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me. Sounds like a scam, and it sounds like not even that. It just sounds like you. It sounds like you're just using women or even men for that matter to like um use their insecurities. Because we all have insecurities like with wrinkles and stuff like that as we get older, to use their insecurities to sell product. And that's not right. It's not right at all. So that was a big N fat O for me. And like that money could have been extremely useful, but so is the subscribers that have stuck with me, like um they mean the world to me, and I'm not gonna like sit there and push something on them, just to use them as a cash cow. No way. Like the subscribers that have stuck with me, um, I don't want to get emotional here, but like, thank you, like from the bottom of my heart, like for staying with me, even when other channels and stuff like that were belittling and being horrible and stuff like that. You didn't have to do that. You could have you could have chose to exodus along with like when larger channels were telling you to leave. You could have chosen to do that. Like channels who I thought were friends, like some of them did it, and that it hurt. But I learned like that. Like that's when you learn who your true subscribers are. When like they'll stick with you through thick or thin. They realize like people make mistakes, people mess up, and things like that. And from the bottom of my heart, yeah, like thank you so much. Um, it's there's no words, you know what I mean? There's no words like um that I can say to you guys like as a thank you for for sticking by my channel. Um and for that like I'll never ever 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 forget like what you guys did. I'll never forget it. So to, in that respect, like, you guys mean so much to me. Yous are like a little family now, and yeah, I'm trying not to get emotional here. But all I ever wanted from my channel was to be fun, to like rip the mick out of people and stuff like that. I wanted to do like my conspiracy videos, my murder mystery videos, my UFO videos, and stuff like that. And then stuff happened, and I think like they stole a bit of my soul, They stole, yeah, they did. Like they stole a bit of my soul, and I feel like I'm now just starting to get it back, because I'm not gonna let like other people now dictate as to like what I do. So I'm gonna start doing, and I know, Deli Gaff, I've been saying this for a while. I'm gonna start doing my conspiracy videos and that again. I'm gonna start doing my UFO stuff again. Um, I've actually got like a great video. Oh my god, I was seeing, I had this great video set up, right? This guy, I think his name is, in fact, I can't even remember his name. So I'm there, yeah, you caught me in a lie there. His name is like Stanley something, I know that much. So I had all the video edited, I had everything ready to go. And I thought, right, I'll publish it tomorrow. I opened up the media the next second day because I like to read the news, and lo and behold, the guy I was doing a video about was arrested for running a pedophile ring. I wanted to kill this guy myself, but I've spent weeks doing a video on you, and you have to do this to me now. Why couldn't you wait? Oh God. I wanted to like wrap that, I don't know, see if it was film, wrap it round his neck and choke him to death with it. Like, really? Really? After I'd done all this work, that's the like, maybe that was God's way of saying, wait, pause, something's coming out tomorrow, you don't want to publish this video. I'm so bloody glad I did it, because I would have been called. You know what they would have called me? They would have called me an enabler, a pedophile enabler. So yeah, and his story was so interesting as well. Like, there was like bits in it were hilarious. There was a bit in it where like he'd set up a camera at his window at night, and then the next thing, like, you see this little alien head pop up, and its eyes are literally blinking, and then it runs off, as soon as it sees him, and he falls on it. It's comedic. The comedy value in this is excellent, but co- I can't knowingly publish a video knowing what this monster has done. So there's many other abductee videos. There's another video I want to do about a woman, but I'm trying to stay away from like politically stuff. but there was a woman who was out walking with her friend in Israel, um, and she fell upon two Hamas fighters, and so they tied her up and they literally butchered her friend. Like, I'm I'm not talking like just a few. They butchered her, like as in dismembered right in front of her. Then they started stabbing her and stuff like that. And the only thing like she could think about was to just try and lay dead. And she said like as she was laying dead, as she was pretending to lay dead, they were like plunging this knife and that into her. The pain was excruciating, but she just couldn't move because if she did, they would have killed her. And her story is so interesting. How this woman survived like this horrific attack, but maybe at this moment in time that's just too much of a political video to make. Um, but there's like a ton. Have you guys all saw like all the orbs that are floating around America right now? These like they call them plasma orbs. Um, there was one apparently like landed in Manchester Airport, and then they just found another one in Brazil. Was it Colombia? You know, uh, I'm surprised like Harry and Meghan didn't stumble on it. You know, like they made them millions more than what they already have. But yeah, and like these things like are flying all over the skies, especially in America, and they look like balls of plasma. So they look super duper interesting. So that might be a good video to do. So I'll think of something. I'll think of something to do, and just the trouble is it takes like yeah about 8 hours just to edit one video, unless like you'll get some people that'll just sit and record their face and upload that, and then they'll just put a picture on top of it just to like show their presentation. Like, oh god, I wish I could do that. um I like my videos to be a bit more like dramatic and show scenes, and like I done the Travis Walton story, and I like to like show the scenes of like what happened to him and like what it was like for him, like a movie adaptation kind of thing on this ship, just so the audience can be drawn in and be with them when this like thing is happening. Um, Not that I'm saying like there's anything wrong with the way people edit or anything like that. Everybody has their own way of doing it, and some people are great at it. Some people are amazing at it. But that's just my type of way to edit, and I like to draw the audience in and like make them feel as though they're sitting on the edge of the seats wondering if he's going to escape or not, you know. But I'll have to find like a really good story. I want to do, and I know I've been saying it for ages, Skinwalker Ranch. Skinwalker Ranch is one of the most weirdest places in this world. Um, uh, the amount of like things that have been seen there and videotaped and recorded through sound audio is like you would say like in a court of law the evidence is overwhelming. There's been cattle mutilations, there's been orbs seen there, there's been like what they describe as like dimensional openings. There's been these large wolf creatures seen there. There's been apparitions seen there. So yeah, that would be a great video to do. But because there's so much, it's going to take like a video. It's going to be about an hour or so long. Because I don't want to miss anything out, you know. But yeah, so that's my video. I apologize, and I'm going to say it again. Like, if I offended anybody, that wasn't my attempt with my first video. All I was saying was the same advice that I got was to come off of YouTube and focus on your mental health because it's the most important thing in the world. But then again, that got derailed by a troll coming in and being nasty about my subscribers and friends and stuff like that. So, and I'm not going to put up with that. No way. No way. But, from now on, I'm going to take the advice that I got from that comment that I had up, and choose not to feed them. Just ignore them. It's very hard for me to do that because I'm a reactory kind of person, and yeah. But I love you all, and I'm gonna go now. And hope you all like are having a lovely day. I love you all. Bye.